Hey everyone, welcome to another game week review video. This is for game week 11. We're going over another week where we did pretty good and came 10 points above the average, which was awesome. Moving up the ranks again, and we are now officially into the top 1,000. So that is looking good after a really rough start to the season. Once again, and this is very similar to last season, kind of countered from there and have made our way back up the ranks and now in the top 1K. So if you've been liking these videos and find them a little more helpful now than they were at the start, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. That would be really appreciated by myself. Okay, going into the team, the defense actually was pretty rough this week. We had Falcone in net, and he allowed a goal, or 2 goals, I should say, against Bologna, which is okay considering Arnautovic scored one of them. But then the actual defense, like not referring to the keeper, was really bad. Dumfries didn't start, subbed on, and still got a yellow card. So he gets 0 points. Beal got scored on twice and got a yellow card, 0 points. And then we had Tamari, who just got his points for playing. But obviously, as we can see at Milan, did let in one against Monza, which is a little frustrating. However, the midfield was clinical this week. It was absolutely fantastic. We had Diaz score 2 goals, player that generally in the past hasn't been that great for me, and I've considered dropping him several times. He showed up, which was awesome. Then we had Barella, who also had a great game, and Delafeu. All of these players scoring goals and getting points. Actually, yes, it was a goal. I wanted to make sure it wasn't an assist there. Unfortunately, Barella gets the yellow card, but that's okay. But when these midfielders are scoring points, they're also getting bonus points, which is really big. And generally, it's 3 at a time, which is why we see 3 really big scores across the midfield. Kvaratskhelia just gets points for the clean sheet in playing. He actually started on my bench. But Gigi didn't play, so he came off it. Unfortunately, I did sit Kim, who did get a clean sheet and has 7 points on the bench. And the forwards were kind of lackluster as well. Beto didn't start, so that was kind of a shame. Actually, both of my players that I brought in turned out to be rather lackluster, unfortunately. So hoping they have a better week this week. But Vlahovic, he didn't score. Juve, despite absolutely dominating, as we can see up here, 4-0 against Empoli. Finally, a Juve game. We won't get into the game against Benfica, but as far as the Serie A game, they looked dominant, but Vlahovic got taken off rather early, just past 60 minutes in, and didn't contribute to any of the goals. Arnautovic did, however, which was good to see at least, and so he was my lone striker that had returns. Unfortunately, he had the vice captain and not the captaincy. We can see a couple points dropped on the bench, mostly by Kim. Everything else doesn't upset me too much. And we end off with 52 points. If we go to the leagues, now we see I'm 952nd, so I probably got about 100 spots this week, coming 10 points above the average. So not a huge upgrade, but it's nice officially being in that top 1,000. Then in the Forged in Fire League, as we can see, climbing again up into the top 8, only 2 points behind 7. Obviously, Team Napolitano still up top with a 44-point gap, so very strong lead there still. And the rest of us, I'd say even all the way down, like it gets pretty close the next couple spots. But it is still anyone's league, and we are all chasing you, Khaled, so be aware. We'll see who did the best this past game week. All right, so as you can see, it makes sense why he's still near the top. He had another good game week, even got 9 points ahead of me. But it is Mingus in Italy, the team name, that scored the best. Not a great keeper, but Theo Hernandez captained, who did get an assist. So that was good. And Lautaro Martinez, his entire attack actually had a really great return. So makes sense why he did so well. But imagine if he captained Lautaro Martinez in this game. That would have been huge. Also had Barella in there and Kim for defense points as well. So an all-around solid team, not much on the bench. That's okay. But all around very well done. We can take a look at one more. And this is Khalil of Milan 19. Again, and most people that did well, it looks like are having Lautaro Martinez, Diaz, and there makes sense. Deulofeu's been having such a great season on Udinese, which wouldn't be considered to necessarily be a great team, although they're doing well this year. So some good pickups there and good returns. Okay, I'm probably gonna close this video off here, and I'll see you for the team selection video. Game week starts on a Saturday this week. Take care.